Hello, guys, and welcome to another solo episode on the pod. I'm so excited to be here with you. And today we are talking all about spring equinox, guys. I know you feel it in the air. There's just a complete energy shift as we come out of the winter and into the season of spring. And the energy and word that I connect to the most every single time spring comes around is this energy of promise. Like, it just feels so promising. It feels like this completely new world, new earth, new path, new year that is upon us. And that is because in many traditions, the spring equinox marks the new year. So I know in the Gregorian calendar, we celebrate the new year in January. But in the astrological calendar and many other cultures around the world, this is the season of a brand new beginning, a rebirth, and a fresh brand new start. So right now, energetically, we are literally crawling out of the depths of winter, out of the depths of the darkness. We've seen a shift and more balance in lightness and darkness over the past few weeks. So just the sun setting much later, having more sunlight throughout the day, more light. It's been such a game changer for me personally, and I feel like we're all feeling it. We start to see like the memes of from a few weeks from now, the sun's not going to set earlier than 7 p.m. and however many weekends left till Memorial Day, we'll start seeing those memes as well. And it really is just this refreshing brand new start. So winter marks this time of going inside, being internal, and hibernating. And usually I absolutely despise that season. And I have to be honest, after I had a very extroverted summer season, and I was embracing every season that came this year. The fall season completely brought more balance than the summer. We have access to so much light in the summer, which is such a beautiful thing. I will celebrate it every year. But at some point, this state of balance that the fall and the spring brings is something that truly recalibrates us and helps us to find the balance not only outside, but also within ourselves. So you might start to feel that this balance of, well, in summer, it was like this balance of an abundance of light, an abundance of being extroverted, coming more into that state of fall where the balance of the lightness and the darkness was happening, and that internal energy versus external. You start to cozy up, you start to be inside a little bit more, slower mornings on the weekends, etc. And then now this next transition from winter to spring, they're the most dramatic. And we're coming from that state of like slowness, like density, slow moving energy, planting the seeds, really recharging our system so that when spring comes, we are ready to truly spring forward and launch forward into this new chapter in energy. And you really may start to feel it. So for me, over this past winter, the seeds that were being planted was, of course, the space and this next chapter in my life. And I feel like the winter flew by. I can't even believe that we're coming up to spring because I was in this like deep mode of creation and all the behind the scenes of like making the space happen. And it feels like such a divine timing that we're launching this and launching forward in spring. So it's something I'm so excited to celebrate on the spring equinox. So in Kundalini, we practice on the equinox days and the solstice days. The equinox days are the most powerful days of the year, along with the solstice, but I'm pretty sure it's the equinox that lead the charge because if you think about it, they have the most dramatic shift. Like we're coming out of darkness and into light, and then we're going so we have the spring equinox and the fall equinox. We're going from summer into the fall, into the darkness. And the thing about these days is the energy actually travels on this diagonal, and we have more access to energetic upgrades within ourselves. So if there's 4 days in the 365 to practice Kundalini and do your energy clearing and energy healing, it's one of these 4 days because the energy on the planet is actually working with you, supporting you, and being amplified. So we can go even further and have these quantum leaps on these days. And that is why I wanted to launch the space on the spring equinox, because it's absolutely a day to gather in community, to do the rituals, to do the planting of the seeds, to really think about this fresh, brand new beginning. So, if you are around and you want to be part of it at this point, it's most likely sold out. Today we just dropped it, and I think we have like 4 more spots left. So by the time you listen to this, it might be sold out, but I know whoever's meant to be there will be there. But you know what probably isn't sold out yet? The sadhana, the mantra hour, the 6 a.m. class I decided to have as well, because who could just stop at one class, and you got to do what feels aligned. But back to spring equinox, it's really a day that you want to gather in community. You want to do some of these rituals, and I will share some with you that you can do wherever you are, whether it's on the Evolve app or if you're just in your everyday life and you need some suggestions of what you can do. So starting with the sunrise, waking up and honoring the rising of the sun, and really tapping into the blessing that we receive, the codes that we receive through light, is so beautiful and important. And it's something that you can practice on this day. Just honoring, bringing in the balance, feeling the light hit your eyes, feeling the chemical reaction that takes place in your body as you connect with the sun is a ritual that you could do in the morning. Thanking the universe for the rising sun, for all the blessings that it will bring in this new astrological year and this brand new season. Another ritual that would be really helpful and important to do is journaling and writing down what you wish to bring to life. There is a lot of fire energy. So astrologically, we had retrogrades going on the beginning of the year. We actually are coming upon a Mercury retrograde as well, but we're out of the Mars retrograde. And there is a lot more forward moving energy as opposed to the start of this year. So this truly can feel like a new year to you. So writing down, planting the seeds, all that you want to bring in, everything that you wish to bring forward and take action on. Now, right now in spring, you are being supported by the universe, by the astrological energy to take action. So it's a time to go after maybe the things that you've wanted to start, but didn't have the energy to do so in the past season in winter. Now is a time to do it. So take advantage of it. Of course, your morning practice. So ideally you could do all these in the morning, but adding in your Kundalini is going to help. Guys, when we practice, we are oxygenating our entire system. And where there's oxygen, there is life and vitality. And there's also that fire, that go-getting energy that we need in order to reach our goals and go after our goals and our dreams. So finding a practice, I would recommend the Ultimate Morning Ritual or the Everyday Energy Tune-Up, something with clearing energy. This is a time to move a lot of the stagnant energy in the body, move it with the breath, clear it, and create space for all that you want to bring in. So anything clearing, anything that's activating, anything that's heavy on the breath of fire, as long as you're not pregnant, those are all things that I would recommend to get out with the old and bring these energetic upgrades into the system. We are energetic beings. We have practices that truly upgrade our system. And that's why I love this practice, because that's what we're doing. We're tuning into a frequency. We're tuning into practices that have a lineage, that hold codes so that we can activate the energy of the universe within us. We could activate that energy of expansion, of love, of abundance within ourselves. And this day is going to help take your practice that much further and help you to get this step ahead into the new season. Other practices that I would recommend for the equinox is, of course, we've heard it before, spring cleaning. This has been around for many years, but there is this element of out with the old, in with the new. So going through your clothes, what haven't you worn over the past year? Creating space, because everything is energy, and every single thing we have and we own holds energy. And it could be holding a past version of ourselves. Right now, the way that we're evolving and growing is at a rapid speed. And that's just the reality of living during this time and living right now on the planet, and then coupling that with the practice that we practice here and all that we tune into here, we're really growing and evolving at a rapid speed. And we want to take inventory and see what is a match for this version of me and what isn't. What's holding on to past energy that I no longer connect to or want to connect to, and creating space. And sometimes that can be relationships. Sometimes that could be physical clothing. Sometimes that could be a job or a space that you're in. But it's really about taking inventory, thinking about the growth that has happened for you over the last year, from last spring to the end of this winter. Honor that growth and allow your life, the things in your life, the people in your life, to now match this version of you and all your expansion. Another practice is reflection and taking time to really think about the past year from spring to winter. As I just said, thinking about the events that have taken place, thinking about the changes that have occurred. A lot of us on the spiritual journey have had major changes happen over the past few years, and the last year being one of them, where a lot of things are just stirred up, mixed up, pulled up to be able to clear, heal, and move through. So honoring all that you've been through over the past year, the challenges, the blessings that have came, the abundance, all of it, and honoring that for yourself, sitting with that, feeling into what may still need to be healed, what you may still need to just sit with, feel, and honor. And then from there, moving forward, bringing that wisdom with you, bringing that openness of your heart, of your body, of your mind, and being able to use the past as your wisdom while also stepping into this space with a completely clear and clean slate. So those are some things that I will be practicing and recommending for the spring equinox. Of course, doing a energetic cleansing of your home, clearing your crystals, using sage or palo santo to clear your space, and just having an intentional moment with you, with your space. I will definitely be doing that in the space as well that we just started. And I feel so refreshed and excited for this new season ahead. It's definitely a more energetic one. So just finding the balance, I think, is important for all of us as well. Being able to get the rest that we need in order to balance all the action and the excitement of what we wish to go after in this new season. And when we look around, we see evidence of this energy through nature, right? We see it through the blossoming of the flowers that we're going to be seeing, the budding of the trees, and this complete rebirth. And we see the physical evidence of nature having their rebirth, the trees going into that hibernation mode and coming out even more beautiful, even stronger, wiser than ever. And it's important that we take time to honor the rebirth that we have gone through over this past year and coming out of that darkness and into all of this light. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here on the podcast, but also for being part of this journey with me, whether you're an app member or you're going to be visiting the space. This is a journey I'm personally so excited for. And there was definitely a lot of fear that needed to be conquered in order to take the step forward in this journey. But guys, it all truly, truly comes back to my practice and the relationship that I've grown with the universe and the way I know which the collective is moving. And I'm so excited that each one of us is truly creating the new earth here together and moving into the age of energy here together. And we're doing that in this new season as well, in this season of spring. So I'm excited for each year. I just think as a collective, we open up more and more energetically, and I'm excited to see what this spring will bring. So if you are local, I would love for you to come by this space. If you're not, You can check it out. We'll be streaming from the space on the Evolve app. We'll be recording our videos there. There's such a beautiful energy of it. And I can't wait for you to connect to it, whether it's online or in person. But I just want to wish you the very best as you start this new season. And the events at the space won't stop at the Spring Equinox. There will be many more events to come. So just stay tuned and keep up with our Instagram and everything that I share through emails, through Instagram, if you want to be in the know and be part of all the amazing other activations. But I'm wishing you a beautiful start to the season. It is such a special time to be conscious, to be intentional, and to take that leap forward, not only as ourselves, but also in community and doing it alongside other people who inspire us. And we can do that, of course, virtually through social media or just in our friend group and the people that we know. But it is so important to have that community aspect as well as we venture into this new season together. So I just want to thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. May the longtime sun shine upon you. Satnam.